Alright guys, so it's been about a week now since I got my pipe, so I thought now would be a good time to take you with me. Gonna go for a quick ride, and on the way I'll let you know my thoughts on having it this first week. When we get there, we'll just go through some basics on how to ride it and stuff like that. So yeah, come along for the ride. I'm glad you're with me. Hi, I'm going to take you with me. Just take the one wheel out. I'm going to go to a bit of grass where I know there's not going to be that many people around. You know, I'm not an expert, but I'll run through the basics with you if you're new to the Onewheel Pint. We'll see how we get on. Before we do that, I'm not sure what the audio is going to be like in the car when we're going along. I've got my trusty DR10L lav mic. I'll just stick that on quickly so that you can hear what I'm saying. By the way, if you are a videographer and you do weddings and stuff, DR10L Tascam, that's what you need. Mic at the bride, groom, officiant, sorted. Right, let's go. Right, yeah, so Onewheel Pint. What we say? I just love it. I love it. Best thing I've ever bought. I haven't had a chance to try out the XR. I'm sure that's awesome as well. I just don't walk anywhere anymore. I mean, you do have to be a bit careful in the UK because there are, obviously you're not really supposed to be riding them anywhere, but you know, they want us to use electric transport. I think it's all going to change at some point anyway. But yeah, it's just a great way to get around. I just take mine out for fun at the moment. Since I've had it, we've been on this COVID-19 lockdown, so I haven't really had to go anywhere. But I will be using it for more video work. Starts happening again. I've got a hotel to go and do a promo for in a couple of weeks, and I'm going to take it along for that. It just makes gimbal shots so much smoother. I mean, even with a gimbal, when you're walking along the footsteps, it's really hard. It's quite an art to it. I haven't really mastered it yet. I think with the one wheel, it takes that out of the equation. I mean, obviously you can't use it in the middle of a wedding. That's not practical. Venue shots going up and down the driveway. Shots outside the venue, even shots inside the venue if no one's around. You don't want to be hurtling into one of the tables or anything like that. Scrap that, inside's not a great idea. Video makers who tell you that they bought the one wheel just so they could improve their video quality are obviously lying. You buy a one wheel because they're just such good fun. The one thing I will say is when you're out, be courteous to other people. Don't go too close to people, weaving in and out of people and stuff. Super fast. People don't like that sort of thing. If you're thinking of getting one, get one. Life's too short to not do the things you enjoy, you know. If you're a snowboarder or a surfer and there's no surf going on, then it's perfect. You can still keep your skill level up. You're working the same sort of muscles, I would say. When it came to using it on bike tracks, off-road, grassy hills, that sort of thing, I did think it was probably struggling a little bit, but I did a bit of research, asked a few people who had one, and they said it was all cool. From my experience, it's absolutely fine. The only thing I would say with regards to the Pint, which in the unboxing video I said I don't think it would be a problem, but I could see it being a bit of a problem, is the range. And because there's so much fun, you've got to sort of 50% battery and just like, got to go back. That being said, the battery's still plenty. You know, it's got a 6 to 8 mile range. It's not like they can't go anywhere. I'm just saying, because they're so much fun, often you're out and you don't really want to go back. I haven't got my GoPro at the moment, I'm just waiting for it to be delivered. I'm just going to have to be really careful with my GH5. Like I say, you only live once, so you've got to make it count, haven't you? Here now, let's get out and get the board and see how we get on. Right, when I do this video, you may be wondering why I'm wearing jeans. If it's your first time, I'd wear jeans. I'll be honest with you, if you don't fall off your first session on your Onewheel, you'll be very surprised. Don't worry, it's just part of the learning process, isn't it? It's, you'll be alright. So yeah, when I said go somewhere quiet, there's now loads of people around, but hey ho, there's the brakes. Typical, isn't it? It's always the way. Always wear your safety gear. It's up to you with the old knee pads and elbow pads. I don't wear them because I find them a bit restricted. Touch wood. Never broken a bone, but I always wear a helmet. Just stupid not to, really, isn't it? I've fallen off a few times, hit my head backwards, and that's not good if you're not wearing a helmet. So you always wear your safety gear. Get the Onewheel going. I'll come back and yeah, we'll just run through the basics, and hopefully you find it helpful.
I heard a song once.
That fall wasn't even planned, but as you can see, you've got to be a bit careful. If you fall off, you need some level of protection. Didn't that? Just my pride. There's loads of people sitting on a bench over there, so that's embarrassing. I'm probably not the best person to teach you how to ride one of these things, am I? Anyway, alrighty. Just going to run through the basics. I'm by no means an expert. I've only had mine a week or so, but I am pretty good at the basics now. Just going to run through a few of those, just so you can get going, and then it's up to you. It's all about practice at the end of the day. It's like anything. The more you do it, the better you'll get. It's really up to you where you learn, but I would suggest you find somewhere nice and quiet, not too many people around. I was going to suggest grass, although it's actually easier to learn to ride on soft concrete, not like a stony path, but on a soft concrete path. From experience, first go or first session, you will fall off a few times. So that's why I was going to suggest grass, because it's a soft landing, but it's also a bumpier terrain. So you've got to decide yourself which suits your learning style. Personally, I would probably just find a nice, soft, smooth path somewhere. Like I say, somewhere quiet, and just use that. Because if you're going slow, I mean, the fall shouldn't be too bad anyway. So. Okay, what I've found is going to be a little bit different for everyone, depending on your balance. First of all, work out which foot is your prominent foot. Most people, their leading foot will be their left leg, goofy. Your leading foot will be your right leg. That's how it works, I believe. It's the same as surfing. It's called goofy, and that's called natural. If you're natural like me, or if you're goofy, just obviously you've just got to do it the other way around. I tend to put my foot in the middle of the back plate with a bit of my front toe hanging off and a bit of my heel hanging off. And then your front foot, I have in a diagonal position. And you want to see the blue lights. There we go. You see that? The blue lights. The blue lights come on. You are good to go. So you push forward on your front foot and you'll feel it begin to go. And what you want to do is just go with it instead of trying to fight against it. Just go with it and lean into it. And there we go. Just show you again. Back foot in the middle, front foot on a diagonal, push forward and lean into it. And then off you go. The temptation will be you'll want to compensate by putting your foot down hard on the back. But that's not what you want to do. So stopping on the Onewheel Pint is a bit easier than on the XR apparently. XR you don't have the quick stop. I think it's called quick stop. Simple stop, quick stop, something stop. Literally all you do is you're going forward, and when you want to stop, you just put your foot down on the back, slow down, and then it will move back. And you can see it goes magenta. Can't really see through this camera, but it goes magenta and then you're right to stop. The other option is the simple, the old faithful jump off option. You just slow down, and you just jump off. Obviously that's not the best way to protect your board and your investment, so if you can do the simple stop thing, I would use that. It's pretty easy to do, just takes a bit of practice. Slow down, put your foot on the back, you'll feel it come to a sort of stop, it will start going backwards, the light will come on and you're good to stop. There is another way of stopping, which is to lift your heel up on your front plate, but that's a bit more advanced, and to be honest I haven't mastered that one yet, so I'm certainly not going to show you how to do it, maybe in another video. Yeah, once you've mastered the whole start-stop thing, it's just a case of practicing. Practice balancing, try and get a bit of speed up, because the faster you go, the more stable you are, really. If you're going slow, you'll get a bit of a wobble on. And bend your knees slightly, you'll find your own balance point. Everyone's slightly different. If you don't feel like your feet are in the right place, stop. Put them in a better position and try again. And when you get to the stage where you're confident enough to do a bit of carving or turning, when you turn, you want to be leaning into your turn. So you want to go right, lean forward, left, lean back, right, lean forward, left, lean back. So in terms of your basics, that's pretty much it. You just want to practice after that. It takes a while. Like the first couple of days I was a bit shaky. But yeah, you soon get the hang of it, and then it just feels really natural after that. It's like an extension of your own body. I can't really explain it, it's just an amazing way to get around. I think pretty much anyone can get the hang of it. At first you need a good bit of balance, but once you've found your sweet spot, you're golden. And then yeah, it's just a case of practicing like anything else. And don't get overconfident. I've done that a few times. That's the worst thing to do, because that's when you crash. The only other thing I'd mention is something called the pushback. You might have heard of this. It's quite prominent on the Pint apparently. I've never ridden an XR, and on the Pint it's quite common. And what that is it's your board basically telling you you're about to go too fast. So when you get to that point, you'll feel the front, the nose sort of rise up, and at that point you want to put your foot down on the back a little bit and slow yourself down, because if you carry on at the speed you're going to go, your board's going to stop, you're going to go over the front, and that's going to hurt. I thought I'd take my helmet off to finish the video. It's not like a cool look to end with. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the basics of riding the board. I know for a lot of you this will be probably a bit patronising, but it's not meant to be. If any of you are thinking of getting one and think, oh, I don't know if I'll be able to do that, this is basically just to say you can. It just takes a bit of practice. We've all got to start somewhere. Probably have a few falls, but in the end, you'll love it. It's the best way to get around. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate you watching. I'm really trying to build something here, a bit of a community, so you can make sure you like, subscribe and hit the bell. That way you'll get notified when my next video comes up. I'm going to try and keep them coming quite regularly. Hopefully you enjoy what I'm doing. Thanks again, and I'll see you all next time.